Peace
Hey,
and blessings. Happy Thursday.
happy Thursday, everybody.
Yes, happy Thursday. We're going to get into some hot topics, some astro tips. If anyone wants to send in a prayer request, you still have time. If you know my number, you can text me. If 747-454-5432. So you can text your request to me there. Did my screen freeze?
Yes, it did.
You can hear me though?
I can hear you still.
Okay. I'm over here like, okay, so how's everybody doing? Thank y'all for coming. We're going to start this session off with a prayer this week. Just to set the tone and just to send love for, those who might not be able to stay the entire time. So I want to send this prayer to everyone who is going through things. If you're feeling hopeless or lost in faith, if you're feeling like you just don't know what to do, I really pray that you are covered and that you are blessed and that you find your way. I pray that you find tools. I pray that family members or loved ones step in and help and assist as much as they can. I hope that you find the proper help and the people qualified to really help. So I really want to send a lot of prayers. It's a lot of suicidal energy going on in the universe, and I just want to send a lot of prayers because I always say that the dead have learned their lesson. The lesson is for the living. Oftentimes we think suicide and certain things are weak or sinful or bad, but God is the only judge. So I know that the lesson for us when people pass, young, old, shocking, terminal, the lesson for us is to be grateful. The lesson for us is to be grateful for every day that we have. Everybody doesn't wake up every day. And so I think sometimes we really need to find the gratitude.
Yes,
Gratitude is the attitude of the abundance. Gratitude is the key to living a joyful life, for attracting amazing friends, for amazing relationships, partnerships, whether it's business or love or things like that. But just being grateful and in the state of gratitude will attract and bring you into those rooms, into those paths that you need.
yeah, yeah. I also want to mention too. I just want people to know that y'all do matter. Like y'all matter. So whatever you're going through, just don't think you don't matter. You're worthless or hopeless. Like she said, you do matter. So I just really hope and I do pray that if you are feeling down, that you can find that strength to get out of that spot that you're in. I just pray that, like she said, find someone to talk to, especially someone that's qualified. They are here to help us, they are here to help you or anyone. I just pray that we all can just get to that point that we can get out of that darkness and come to the light. So, I do pray for that too.
Yes, amen. One thing that I've learned on my journey is that darkness is anything times two. So if you're sad, mad, angry, upset, disappointed, depressed for 5 minutes, that it's going to take 15 minutes to truly get out of that emotion, right?
Yes.
And that's once you say, I've been mad for 5 minutes, I'm done being mad. It's going to take 10 minutes from there to start. And so sometimes we have to understand that some people have been in the dark for 6 months, for a whole year, for 2 years, for 5 years. And if we times that to the second power or whatever, however it works. So if they spent 5 years depressed, it may take them 10 years to finally get out of that. I also want to give a shout out to us healers and us people on earth who try our best to help people. Although we are not qualified, we still do try our best. And for those people who, are those people who are trying to help people, sometimes I want you guys to realize, well, I've helped, but I'm not qualified. I don't have a doctor's pad. I don't have these tools. I didn't go. So help that person find the right tools.
Yes.
Help find the right things. A lot of people have told me before, what is the point of the crisis line? They are trained and they will not get off the phone with you until the situation has been taken care of. I called the crisis hotline because one time, because my doctor and nurse was not returning my calls and I was
Hmm.
about to be out of my sleeping medicine, I called the crisis hotline and I was like, if I don't go to sleep, I'm a snap. I She found my doctor, she found my nurse, and they made sure my prescription was called in before she got off the phone with me. And so
Yeah.
I'm saying it doesn't have to be a crisis of life or death. Sometimes you need to talk to somebody. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's just a feeling, and they are trained and qualified to help you talk you through those things or help you find those things. So don't think the crisis hotline is just for, oh, I'm about to commit suicide, I need to call. It could be, I don't want to think these thoughts, I need to call. I don't know what to do, I need to call.
Yeah.
Um, you know,
At
and
least if
especially,
you're making that effort too, just long as you can make that effort to call, to speak to somebody.
I don't know is so powerful. I know it goes against our, self who wants to know everything. But sometimes when we admit that we don't know things, we allow the universe or, God or our friends and family or our healthcare staff, when we tell them we don't know, that gives them an opportunity to assist. We don't know everything. In my last week astrology class, we have started talking about the houses. And, I was explaining that you can see mental health in a person's psychology, in their astrology. And what all I'm able to do is say, hey, you should go see a psychiatrist, you should go see these things, because a lot of people have this idea about mental health that they can just fix it.
Yeah,
And
no.
the it's nothing, it's a chemical imbalance. It's no, not gonna fix it. I know a lot of our people here, brothers and sisters in our community that work with us, they do work with a lot of mushrooms. Mushrooms does not solve depression. Mushrooms may help you realize that you're depressed and you may need to go get help, but it's not a help. It's not. And I can't, as much as they attest to it, I ain't seen it with my own two eyes. I ain't seen nobody get healed from mushrooms. I've seen them take mushrooms and then go to a doctor, but I've never seen, just these magical herbs just helping people. I feel like they're an assistance to help you. Another thing is Western medicine is not some opposition of Eastern medicine. Western medicine represents technology. So when it was Eastern medicine, they didn't have a stethoscope. They didn't know how to insert blood. They didn't know how to insert an IV. They didn't know how to do blood transfusions. That is Eastern medicine. Western medicine, Western astrology, whatever they do, all it means is that something scientific was created that changed the course of that pattern. So the difference between Eastern and Western astrology is a telescope, the Hubble telescope. The telescope was created, and they were able to see that, oh, this, so we don't move around the sun. The sun doesn't move around us. We move around the sun. So that's the difference a lot of times. And I think that when we use the word Western as a diss, as a, oh, it's Western, so it holds no weight, um, we're being a disservice to people. Some people do need help. You cannot, some people need help. And they really do. So I send a lot of prayers for people. I send a lot of love to those people out in the world. And us being Virgos, y'all, I get a lot of calls of people just telling me their traumas a lot. And I've learned to just listen, because as a Virgo, if I can't fully help, I don't want to participate, because I'm a problem solver. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So if I can't fully help you, I'm just going to step back and not do anything, because I want it to be fixed. So I pray for our people. I've been stressing this the whole time, y'all. This Saturn and Pisces is only getting started. So we're going to see a lot of mass suicides, a lot of mass homicide turned suicides. We're going to see a lot of people, because around the 70s and 80s, 2/3 of the psychiatric homes and hospitals were shut down, and they just let people out. And now the only way they can keep you in is if you agree to be in, or if you are underage and somebody can put you in, or if it's a court order. Because back in the day, husbands was just throwing their wives in the mental hospital if she did anything out of line. So it's a double
It's
edged,
not funny, but
is in a way, because it's like, gotta laugh to keep from crying. So I really
yeah.
want to see positive vibes. Please start your first seconds of your day with, I love myself. I care for myself. I will have an amazing day. I attract amazing people. I will stay positive and things like that. I will, let me see. Let me respond to this message.
Yes. But if y'all do have a prayer request, you can always leave it in the comments, text us, and let us know, and we can put that prayer in for you too. And also, yes, definitely affirmations. I love, like I said, I love affirmations. They help, like she said, I love myself. I do matter, that heart chakra. That's what we truly need to be, work on, that heart chakra, the love. So
Amen.
definitely, yeah, go back and you can go back and watch the video when I did learning chakras with the heart chakra, and I did go over some affirmations there too, and how to balance it and help you out too. So that's a little suggestion at my Virgo
Yeah.
list.
She has a lot of things with herbs, about what best herbs to use, what best
Yeah.
crystals, what best affirmations, and all of that. So it is about the heart. The heart just wants to love, and we
Hmm.
literally live in a hell of a world, and we're looking for love that do not exist on earth. The love is within us, it's all around us, but it ain't from here. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's not a lot of love in things. And any of my entrepreneurs out there and people who start their business, what do we always say? If you don't do it with your heart, it's not going to last. It's not going to work out if it's not from your heart. The heart chakra is the determination of life. That's how you know when a baby is born, or a person has passed, is they have a low or no heart rate or heart rate. So our heart chakra is so important. I want us to take time and just love ourselves daily, place our hands over our chest, harness that energy, gratitude, thankfulness, happiness, joy, and keep it. It's our bubble, create our own little love bubble, our own peaceful bubble. And because like they say, we are in this world, but we're not of this world. So please harness your energy, keep it as much as you can, and be very careful of narcissistic and now we have terms for it: demonic, dark, manipulative. Be careful of those people because they like being depressed. It has become so normalized. They like drama, they like depression, and they love telling the same story over and over and over and over and over. Pray for them from the heart, have compassion for them, but keep them out of our bubble at this time.
Yeah.
Um, I'm truly in daily prayers for everyone because we still have like 2.5 years of this, 2.5 years, and it's just going to be this times 10 every week.
Yes.
The astro tip and topic of today is Venus retrograde. We are, let me see exactly when the shadow will start. But I want to talk about what Venus retrograde means. A lot of people say, "Oh, it brings back past lovers," and it may, if that bond isn't there. But it's not something to be fearful of. If your past lover or ex or someone comes back, maybe y'all need closure. Maybe y'all need better understanding, so you can tell a
Mm.
new story. You might have been telling for the past 10 years how this person was such a bad person, and now it's time to self-reflect and take accountability for your own actions and tell a new story. um Venus retrograde is also a time for clearing, being positive. But this Venus retrograde is going to be in Leo again, dealing with the heart.
Oh,
And if
my,
we're able
it's
to, right, if when we're able to stay in our heart chakra space, it leaves off for all of the psychosis and the back and forthness of our minds and things like that. So if you love someone, love them. But understand, love doesn't come with what you want, or loving them doesn't mean that they're gonna just pack up and come move to your state because you love them. Just love people and let that be a full sentence. You can love people. It's much easier to love people without having conditions on them. Put the
yeah.
condition. I have conditions on my boundaries. I have conditions on my way of life, but I don't want to put my conditions on others. So this Leo retrograde is going to be about the heart matters, the matters of the heart. Again, if you love someone, and you, it could be an ex, you can say, "Hey, I still love this person." Um, it doesn't necessarily mean y'all are going to be together, but it's going to start. Let me see when it goes into shadow.
You know
Okay,
what?
it looks like.
My Venus is in Leo too.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a good time for things, if creativity, things that you have started in the past and you didn't finish. It's a good
Mm.
time to do those things, things that you started, have this lovely idea, but you might have got busy with life. It's time to visit your plan. Um Mercury, like retrogrades, are for me are like exploring time, seeing what works. I used to, with Mercury retrogrades, if I didn't know how to do something, I would wait. I would like buy all the materials I needed, and then when
Mm.
Mercury retrograde came, I would figure it out because I would be okay with didn't work, throw it away, got to start over, retrying things. So Venus retrograde is a revisit of our love life, of our childlike abilities, of our things that may have weighed on our heart. I'm gonna see what this link I was reading earlier, but it's going to start. I actually feel it already, but they're saying in Astro World it's going to start on the 22nd. I have it stationed on the 19th, but it's like you should be already kind of be able to feel the, you know, those things.
Yeah.
Sophia, what house do you have your Venus in?
Um, let's see. I gotta look for it, girl. Give me a few minutes. I
So,
really
guys, if
don't.
you want to see how this retrograde will affect you, just see what house you have Leo in. Also take into account your own Venus and how you operate, and then add a little elements and see how to play out. I have Venus in the 11th and 12th house. Mine is gonna play out with friends. I could have past friends that come back, and like I said, I love people, but I also understand keeping people out of my safe space, my
Yeah.
my my love bubble. So I talked to somebody we both know the other day.
Who?
Girl, we'll talk about it when we get offline because I got images to share. If I send it to you now, you is gonna key to the key. So wait till this calm. I should have brought it up before, but we would have started the show late. I've been knowing Sophia, guys, if y'all don't know, since I was in ninth grade. So we know a lot of the same people. And so matter of fact, I'm gonna send you the picture just to give you a little laugh. Let me
Okay.
find this on what I had looked up today. Okay. It says Venus is going retrograde this summer. Here's what every zodiac sign needs to know. And this is a link off Elle magazine. I love that astrology and thing is so like normalized now that it's topics of everywhere. So as we know, all planets retrograde. I believe we had a Pluto and a Neptune. Wicked wisdom. If you're not, if you could share if you're on, make sure you text me and tell me what planets are, and I'll look in a second too. We have a lot of retrogrades. Venus retrogrades every 18 months.
Mm.
So from the 22nd to September 3rd, it's called 40 Days and 40 Nights, retrograding through the passionate, flamboyant zodiac sign of Leo. This will shake up love as we know it, but it's not a bad thing, not necessarily. Stay. So let's go through. You'll have a chance to not simply be a queen, but figure out what you want to be the queen of. Do you want to be the queen of hearts, or do you want to be the queen of swords? Do you want to be the queen of pentacles, or the queen of wands? So that is that. You can reconnect to your turn ons and dial down your turn offs, such as stress or lack of sleep. So it's a good time to reconnect with your things that you love the most. As women, sometimes we love the most peace. We just want peace as our love. Everybody say that.
Yep.
Set up bounder, playroom, loved in, etc. If you do an altar, set up you a love altar. Wear more colors of pink, greens, and reds to bring out that energy. The Venus, as far as astronomy goes, it will go from being able to see it at night to now you in the morning, guys, because you know how people are in the morning. It'll look like the sun and then another planet, so it'll be Venus. You'll be able to see it in the morning.
Oh, okay, that's cool. So I found out my Venus and Leo's in the third house.
The third house.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the house of siblings, articulation, communication, early childhood education. So your little boyfriend from somebody, old friends might pop up. When you get this picture, wait for that. Um, It's an opportunity to put old love stories to bed, that the ones that aren't serving you and may be interfering with your ability to thrive in relationships. As we know in the spiritual world, a lot of people have these soul ties or these spiritual connections. Venus may be time for you to do those cord cutting spells. You know, those feelings and emotions may be blocking from the love that is trying to come into your life. And this is a Venus of us recreating our story and telling a new story. If you have anything planned during the day, during these days, don't think because, oh, it's Venus retrograde, I shouldn't go through with my marriage, or I shouldn't go through with whatever is buying a car, buying a home. You know, the one thing is, if you're aware, maybe get your marriage license before the 22nd. If your wedding ceremony will be held during the days, you can always get the certificate before. If you are doing a home and thing like that, you may want to take a friend with a good eye. Make sure you get a double inspector. You're buying a home. You know, make sure you're double checking things before you sign them. You know, just because you love the car, you might not love the engine, right? So make
Yeah.
sure you're double checking. A lot of people will be getting scammed around these times for buying cash cars and then driving the car home and it don't work because you love what it looked like, and they're really good at making it look good. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Hmm. It'd be that.
We
It'd be the inside. It'd be the inside.
inside you got it right. Right.
The outside might look good, but that inside, that engine and stuff, yeah. They know how to put a
So
band-aid on it.
girl, super glue,
Some duct tape.
girl, and then tell you it ain't nothing wrong with it.
Mm-mm.
So yes, be mindful of buying cars. You know what I'm saying? Because it really will be. Girl, let me get these pictures. I
You really
gotta
gonna
do
do
it
it?
before. Yes, before I forget.
She said, "Let me send these pictures."
Girl, you about to key. All right. So, with that, I also on this link, it goes through each zodiac what they may go through. Aries, it says you guys are gonna have a lot of drama in your life and love. Leo, it says take a long loving look at your reflection. So
Mm.
Leos, I know y'all don't like to see yourself, and I know y'all like to blame everything on everybody. But Leos, this retrograde in Venus is really for y'all because y'all's ego has ruined a lot of y'all's love relationships because of ego, because of I don't want to be the first to text. And Leos play the most weirdest games. They're big kids, right? So
Yeah.
this is really about you taking off this mask and pretend and grandeur. Y'all try to be these such big people to cover up y'all's insecurities. So this Venus retrograde is going to force you guys to really look and reflect on how your ego has ruined relationships.
Mm.
Sagittarius, one thing about you guys and what this retrograde is going to teach y'all is y'all love drama. Y'all pretend that y'all don't like drama, but Sagittarius is love drama. They love to be in love, out of love. He loved me. We fighting. I hate him. I love him. Y'all love that. So this retrograde, I encourage Sagittariuses to be honest. Be honest. If you love someone, just love them. Um, what she say? You know I love y'all, Sag. Okay, Sag is one of my favorite signs. But all of y'all love being in love, and on top of being in love, y'all love telling the same love story. If you ever talk to a Sag, they will repeat the same love story over and over and over. Please, guys, put it to bed. It's time to tell a new story.
Yeah.
Um, you know, so be honest. If you care for someone, care for them. I always say, if you really like somebody, really like them. Don't call your homegirls trying to tell them this person is such a bad person, and then you're still with them, because now we're looking at you a little confused. Just love them. Keep that to yourself. Earth signs, Taurus, it says you're more sensitive than usual, and y'all ain't sensitive at all. Did you get the pictures? You froze a bit. Hold on. Did you get the pictures?
Oh yeah, I did. I got them.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Uh,
Quick question. Are these recent? This is recent,
yeah,
huh? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Taurus, you're more sensitive than usual. Um, so basically saying be careful, because a lot of childhood trauma could come up. We know Taurus could be attention seekers, and Leo is attention seeking or attention. And so this may bring up some energy, more of your childhood wounds, and maybe you'll see how your childhood wounds have affected your love and relationship. Virgo, fantasy or reality, unnecessary drama or legit concern. You may struggle to discern green flags from red ones. Swatter yourself in empowering support, therapy, group healing, spiritual counseling, and healthy friends. So, Virgos, we got to stay realistic. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Sometimes we overthink out of common sense. Stay grounded, stay common sense. Capricorns, it's saying for you guys to be mindful that you aren't trying to be competitive with others. And any specific sign y'all want me to read about in the
Do
comments, let me
Scorpio.
know.
Do
Okay.
Scorpio. Yeah.
Okay. Scorpio, it says, are you being too goal oriented or business like in love? Down down the pressure or let things flow organically. By the same token, if someone's been stringing you along, this may be your cue to cut bait and search elsewhere.
Mm.
Coupled, use this retrograde to realign on your shared future. So, Scorpio, use this retrograde to really map out with your partner. Hey, sometimes y'all may have been together for a while or been together and maybe something isn't working. So just reevaluate it so you guys can have a shared future and the same idea of going towards the future. Most of us on here, I'm used to us, y'all. We are typically on fire signs and earth signs.
What is it? Someone. What is that? Water sign. What's that?
There, what, Scorpio?
No.
What
Wing
happened?
Wiz Wisdom just posted his
Oh,
sign. The
Aquarius.
sign Aquarius. That, and I thought about that. I said I think that's an Aquarius too.
So that's the air.
Yeah.
Aquarius, you always go out of your way to listen to other people's input. But how about starting your taste, preferences, and desires? This quality information can help your love interest feel greater confidence with pleasing you. An attractive opposite would captivate your attention, even if they fail to woo you. So basically, it's saying you listen to other people and what they like and they don't like, and it's time for you to also express your likes and not likes. Aquarius, it's okay. Don't over compromise. It's okay to say what you like and don't like. So you may be into, opposite. They use the word opposite, but what's opposite of an Aquarius? A normal person. So I think that it's like, the opposite could be someone that's intriguing, someone who's a little more spontaneous, more optimistic. And these are just sun signs, guys. I have Leo, like I said, in 11th and 12th. So I will be spending my rest of the summer in self-reflection, and I'm going to be more silent. Silence has really helped me this year, y'all, because if you listen to what people say, you don't even have to talk, because they really be saying,
Exactly.
if you just sit there and really intentionally listen, you'll realize that half of the stuff they say, it don't make no sense. So it's no point in even engaging, because they don't make no sense. So listening and being silent is how I'll be spending my retrograde, being honest. I am a very expressive person. If you in my life, I will tell you I love you, I care for you. So I'm still gonna make sure I'm being loving and telling those people I love them. Um, but I express my love and gratitude towards people in the
Yeah.
moment. Let's see what's all gonna be in retrograde, and then we'll talk about some hot topics, and then I'll go into our prayer request. Okay, so we have Saturn whoops is in retrograde. Neptune is in retrograde, and Pluto is in retrograde. When Neptune is in retrograde, reminder that Neptune belongs to Pisces, and it's in Pisces. So when Neptune retrogrades in Pisces, if you're a person who struggles with drugs or alcohol, it's really going to be tough, because your first thought will be like, oh my God, let me go roll a blunt. Oh my God, let me give me a drink. So retrograde and Neptune with Pisces will put you back in your illusion. If you have been trying to be strong and not smoke or not drink, please, I pray for you. I send you love. Um, maybe make a mocktail, maybe take a warm bath. You know what I'm saying? Some people may honestly be, you know, real out. A lot of people are functioning alcoholics. I didn't really learn that until I got older. I thought that alcoholics acted away, but a lot of people be drunk and acting normal, and they be
Mm-hmm.
drunk just acting normal. So please go to your AA and NA meetings for help if you have a sponsor and this is something that you really have issues with. Please be mindful. People who drink and drive, stay off the roads, please, because it's not about you. It's about the people who have nothing to do with it, and we don't want them to be a casualty for your happy night. So please take a lift, please take a cab, please have a designated driver. We probably will see a lot of that too in the next few months. One could say a person who drinks or does drugs is a form of self-harm or suicide. People who they're now, calling things accidental suicides, meaning that wasn't their intention, but they are using that term on insurance, death certificates. They are using the term as a factual term. So
Yeah.
we'll see probably, more accidental looking suicides. So stick to what you know,
And stay
call
in the
your
house.
sponsor, you know what I'm saying? Stay in the house. If you're gonna drink,
Don't
stay in the
drink.
house.
Stay in the house. If you're gonna drink, smoke,
Please
whatever you do, stay in the house.
stay in the house. Stay in the house. Okay, so hot topics, y'all. First one we're gonna get into is this Jamie Foxx thing, y'all. This is crazy. Every spiritual person, every psychic, if you go back, we all said he was gone.
Yeah.
Who are we? Regular people. So we're just making our feelings, our intuition, But nobody is believing that whoever this Jamie Foxx is on the yacht and at Top Golf waving at people, nobody even believes that it is Jamie Foxx. And I just found that so conspiratory, right?
Yeah.
Because y'all are feeding into our conspiracy. If Jamie really alive, press the live button. If or I feel like it's gonna be a lot of backlash. And this is what I was gonna bring up earlier. Before this whole incident, we had no clue who Jamie Foxx baby mothers were. We had no
Yeah.
clue about us. Like we weren't even paying attention to who. We just saw him bring little biracial kids on the red carpet, and we was cool with it.
But you know what? No, you're right though. Nobody never really
Nobody
asked. No
did
one
what
asked.
So what he has done is created our investigative instincts, our quick of the hand at the Google, and now we know what his baby mama looked like, both of them. And so I think a lot of celebrities, rap musicians, one thing they tend to forget is that we, the people, help them pave their way. We watched their TV, we paid for their tickets, we supported their shows. We are their support. So when people say Jamie
Exactly.
don't owe us a response, yes, he does. Jamie
Yeah.
Foxx has been a part of my life my entire life. I grew up watching him and living single. When he
Jamie
did
Foxx
his
show.
Jamie Foxx show, when he went off
Hmm.
doing music, when he I've watched Ray Charles 100 times. So when people say celebrities don't owe us explanation, yes, they do. Because
Yeah.
that's the path. They didn't decide to be a private banker. They chose celebrity and fame as their path, and they are stars, and the stars belong to the people.
Yeah.
Um, we see
And
this in music.
we're the ones out here supporting them because like you just said, we're the ones paying for those tickets, the t-shirts or concert tickets, the shows. So
our
yeah.
time, our
Our
time that we,
time.
yeah, our simple time. You know what I'm saying? That's where a lot of celebrities in this new world, in this new generation, especially in music, are failing. And it's really sad. I love hip hop, y'all, but these rappers, they they did not gatekeep hip hop. They allowed too many white and Mexican Ebros and all of these non-black culture people to gatekeep hip hop, and look at it, a mess.
And you know what? And they just let anybody into the hip hop, like anybody, knowing they can't rap or whatever. It's just
Knowing they're a horrible influence, they are
horrible.
purpose. They want them to their purpose. We all know that, and we've listened to videos and heard Crazy Bone and his stories, and we've heard celebrities, Exhibit, who we ain't
Yeah,
seen since he told us about Diddy. Where'd Exhibit go? He talked too
yeah,
much, so they got him out of there. But celebrities, musicians, that's why y'all are really failing right now, and that's why y'all are really so much controlled by y'all's label, because y'all never created a street team. Y'all never interacted with y'all's fans, and so now y'all are flopping hard. It's ridiculous. Ain't no way Taylor Swift should be outselling hip hop music as far as pure sales. Ain't no way. You know, Lil Uzi, I love him. He went number one last week on Billboard, but it was only with 11,000 pure copies. He might have had 300 something, online streams, but that 11,000 pure copies, that's really the people who your real support is the people who really going to spend $1 or $2 on your single. So celebrities, yes, Jane. All the people saying Jamie don't owe us an explanation. You did, then I won't. I won't be into none of his new movies till he tell me an explanation. How about that?
Like,
I'm,
yeah, like
go
he
ahead, watch. I'm
will.
gonna find his post.
I said like he is gonna give us that explanation. But like I was telling you before, this kind of reminds me. I don't know if y'all watch Black Mirror. You know, I've been binge watching that. Me and my husband been binge watching that on Netflix, and it's like that one episode with Miley Cyrus was in it, where she's a famous singer for the people, the pretty much I think like the teenagers, and that's not what she really wanted, and of course she. Um, what happened? Of course, her manager, her Annie, her auntie was the manager, wasn't trying to have it. They did something to her, put her in a coma, and made another, like another clone of her. And she goes out to these concerts and everything. So yeah, it's giving me that type of vibe. So
Back, so I'm gonna read y'all Jamie thing, and then we gotta get into Britney Spears. His last post a day ago was, "They didn't clone me, but they cloned Tyrone. See you July 21st, only on Netflix." So now it's like y'all are playing in our face. And as a person who been on, y'all, I've been on these conspiracy stuff since a kid. I'll be staying up all night listening to AM radios. I am shocked that they play in our face the way they do. I truly really am. So that was the last post from Jamie on Twitter promoting his new cloned movie that's about them cloning Tyrone. Find that very, maybe he's playing into the clone theory for hype for the film. Maybe he'll speak to us before, but he does owe us an explanation. People were truly praying for this man. People were crying over this man. Let me know
indeed.
if y'all want me to bring it up. But did y'all hear about see the Britney Spears situation? Let me go
I
look
didn't.
it up.
I didn't. What was that about?
You hear me?
What you say?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so apparently Britney Spears was in Las Vegas. She walked up to this new 7 foot tall rookie. I don't even think he's from America. She attempted to tap him on the back because she wanted a picture. Security swatted her hand back, and Brittany turned into a Karen. They came and later apologized to her at her table, but now she says that apology is not good enough. She wants a public apology. So, should we have let Brittany be free? Because Brittany's showing her ass.
No, and that's literally too, because have you been seeing those videos of her dancing
I
too?
hate this is the thing. Keisha, she may not be online today with us. Send my love to Keisha. But every time we watch those videos, we like remix them with haunted music behind them. Because baby, Brittany, who is that? They saying nobody even believes that's Brittany. They're saying that's a clone.
Girl, I
They're
don't know. I
saying,
don't know if she was just happy because she's free. I mean, I don't know. I just be
girl,
like,
no,
girl,
Brittany needs to be on medication. And I'm tired of them lying to people. I am tired of that.
girl,
Brittany
because
needs to be on some form of mood stabilizer. Okay, I'm going to share this screen to show this video. Is it on the screen?
no, I don't see it yet, but I do see it.
There
Okay,
we
there
go.
it popped up. Yeah.
Okay. So And I'm gonna play it twice so y'all can this video.
Just like smoke in the face. Who did?
Was that her yelling?
No, another white Karen. This is Brittany with the green and the white boots right here. You see it in slow motion. Her running up behind him saying, "Sir." He slapped her hand.
He didn't know that was her though, right?
Brittany turned into a Karen. She turned into he owes me girl. Anybody under 25, do they know who Brittany is? Absolutely not. You
No.
get what I'm saying? He's not even from America. And here comes some white woman. She's not even dressed like a millionaire. She's dressed with this crop top, country shirt on. She runs up. If you hear her saying, "Sir, sir, sir," so she doesn't even know his name. And
She
then
just
the
ran.
security, make sure my hand is in it. So the security, basically does it like this, like back up. And they
Yeah.
made it seem like he slapped her and she fell on the ground. And this was her story. And she admitted that he apologized to her 30 minutes later, but she wants a public apology.
Because the
Y'all,
only reason why he apologized, because at first he didn't even know who she was, and and it's probably like, oh, that was Britney Spears, and he'd be like, who is Britney Spears? So I guess of course they had to Google, and then he was like, oh, okay,
I'll
let me
go.
just
And he
apologize. Yeah,
apologized.
guys, yeah. I bet you that's
And to
why he
me,
apologized.
like I said, if this was any other white person, we could we would see clearly with our two eyes. This white woman ran up on this tall black man. Can you please shut my door? Okay, I got to let him in. Come on, Tim. If it was any other white woman, we would have said this white woman ran up on a black man, demanding a picture, demanding these things because she was Britney Spears. That it was crazy, and she been crying about it all week, twirling and dancing.
She probably was crying because nobody knew who she was. That's probably what it
But
was.
for her
I'm
to say
Britney
I was
Spears.
glad, and because she called the police. After this situation, she called the police. She told the police that man slapped her to the ground. So had there not been any video testimony or evidence, they would have believed that this man slapped Britney to the ground. And that would have been like, she really trying to, he just got here in America like 2 weeks ago. He's like this new 7 foot tall prospect. I don't even know if he's picked a team yet. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, this really do show y'all, again, people, Britney Spears, we as black people, we love Britney, but Britney showed her white card, and it was so many people saying, how wrong he was, and she's a legend not to do that to her. Okay, so the man's name is Victor Wibbenyama, and he plays for the San Antonio Spurs.
Oh, okay.
So that
Where's
is
he
the guy.
from?
Let me look. Victor Wimben. Wimbayama. Let me look it up on Google. Because I don't think he's from here, but we'll see. He's a French professional basketball player, so he's from France. So in his culture, he more of a celebrity than Britney Spears. Just being honest, because this is the new millennial kids. They don't know the Britney that we grew up watching in that whole little pop era with Christina and Justin. And I'm bringing that
Mm-hmm.
up too. Justin Timberlake, the
Girl,
white
did
boy
what did
who
he
just
do?
pissed me off. um as we know, Justin Timberlake, who has created his entire career from the coattails of Black people, Black culture. Justin had the curly hair, he had the cornrows, the bandana. They marketed him as this black white man. Everybody, you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, But when Black Lives Matter and those things started happening, we started looking back like, wait, are you gonna say something? And he did not. He did not. Only one who spoke up for Black people out of that type of thing was Justin Bieber. Okay, here. So then whenever they were trying to market Meek Mill as this revolutionary, when he first came out of jail, they were using
Mm-hmm.
him as this prison reform image. Meek Mill released a song with Justin Timberlake. That song was not received well because it was not a good time for us to be hearing a white man sing. It was a bad timing. He could have got anybody else. He should have got somebody else, which made, because his that song didn't do well, then made his whole album fumble. They stopped. They didn't even do the whole. It was like gonna be a, ooh, he did a song with Justin Timberlake, and then he do this, and then it was gonna be a
Mm-hmm.
big plan. But because of at that time, Black folks was like, listen, we tired of y'all pandering to us. It didn't work. So here's now what Justin has done today that has pissed me off. He will now be on the remix of Coco Jones, I See You. She's doing the song, a remix with Justin Timberlake. I have been hearing I See You for over a year. I don't need a remix. You know what song I'm talking about?
You know what? I'm not gonna lie, I don't.
It's one of her biggest
And you know
songs.
what? And I might have heard it and didn't know that was her singing it, girl. Because these music these days, I just
Yeah,
be
they don't have no distinctive voice. They are like Summer
exactly.
Walker's the only one.
I was just about to say it's like I can yeah, it's certain ones, but it's the others. I'm sorry, they tend to sound like everybody. They sound the same to me.
I'm gonna play
So
a little bit, but not much, because they got. Well, I don't want us them YouTube to flag us. Let me see. Can you hear that?
yeah, I can hear it.
Something about the way you make me. Some that is she does in that deep alto. I'ma send it to you.
Okay.
But the point is, she's now doing this song with Justin Timberlake. I don't think it will be well received, y'all. I just don't. I think that as a Black community, all the stuff that we've been through, we just really kind of tired of the white pandering. You know what I'm saying? If you're not gonna stand up for us in times of need, we don't need you asking us to be y'all's fans. Where's Justin
Yeah.
Timberlake Timberlake fan? Who is his fans and where is his fan base? What are they even called? He doesn't have one. He has used, just like Jack Harlow, you know. But the thing with Jack Harlow, I feel like he's a lot more respectable, knowledgeable of the culture. He does show a respect for the culture. And he's a
Wasn't he
really
the
good
one that
actor,
said that he didn't know who Brandy was?
but he might not.
Yeah. Well, no, because he's young. Of course, he did. He don't know who
Yeah.
Brandy was.
But
And
I
Brandy
like
got
the way they
mad.
did it where she came out on his song and she did her little rap. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that, but I know
But
at one point
after
she
that
got mad.
moment, yeah, after that, instead of getting mad, girl got her bag. They collaborated on a song, and in the performance, Brandy bust out and she rapping because y'all know Brandy really want to be a rap. She's always wanted to be a rapper, but nobody would let
Mhm.
her. So she came out on stage with Jack Harlow, rapped her little verse. At least he did in a respect. He didn't know, and it wasn't that he didn't know who Brandy was. He didn't know Brandy and Ray J was brother and sister.
Okay.
That's what it was. He didn't know. But yes, so if you're from Texas, have you guys heard about that boy? Let me get his name correct. That boy who had been missing, so called, for 8 years, only to be found
Oh, yeah.
with his mother. I watched the interrogation today, and it was just like him saying, you know, what is his name? Rudy Ferreris.
So he
Rudy
was
Ferreris.
missing for 8 years. Look, you see, I'm saying 8 years,
Yeah,
which he really wasn't.
right.
Dang.
And apparently he came back 2 days later, but he went missing at 17. So the police were like, this is an adult, because in Texas, 17 is an adult.
Go, yeah.
So when he came back, the mother, emotionally manipulated him, telling him if he, said anything or did anything, he would be arrested because of the kidnapping. Apparently the mother was making him do her workload at work. They would work like overnight and things like that. A lot of people in the community saw him every day, and they said he was always drugged up and on drugs. Um, and there's even the part where they're saying, his mom was having him sleep with her. So this is gonna be a Lifetime movie for sure.
Of course, yes. This is
Yes,
if look, if it ain't already, I'm telling you, they be quick to put this stuff on Hulu or Netflix. I'm telling
girl.
you.
Yes, and a brother from Nation of Islam. I can't remember his exact name, but I'm just gonna use Brother X. Apparently, Brother X was a mentor for him when he was a child. So when this incident happened, they called on Brother X to actually help him. Anybody who's ever dealt with children who have to testify, or basically children who have to testify, or children have to go point out their accuser, they typically associate that child with the bikers club, or like big strong men, to make the child feel protected and more able to feel more powerful to speak. And so in this situation, luckily the police, reached out to Brother X of Houston. So thank him so much for not only helping the young boy, but for actually telling us the truth, because the police was only giving us, the press conference was horrible. Houston, y'all got a problem. And not just y'all's whole my brother's a police, y'all, but I still am F the police. You get what I'm saying? But Houston PD, y'all need help bad. Y'all look horrible. Y'all look like a disgrace. They all look like deer with headlights. None of them were telling us nothing. Those were asking. They were giving very PR trained questions. So thank you to Brother X, who actually told us the truth. I always say, if you black and you want to be religious, please go to the Nation of Islam. That is the only home for a Black American in this day and age. So I knew once I seen Brother X on there, I was finally gonna get some truth. Mm, that is all I have for hot topics. If anybody has any topics, y'all, I'll be on the Shade Room, the neighborhood talk. As always, F you, Kyle. But I always be on the girl got a vendetta. But you know I gotta stand in my truth.
Yeah.
But I do look at those. I do see a lot of the things. But a lot of it, is just I don't know how to speak on it because it's so low vibrational. You know what I'm saying? I
Hmm.
don't like those terms low and high, but it's a lot of stuff that is just I'ma just pretend
Draining.
not see.
Draining.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see it. So I tried to bring up some subjects that we all could relate to. The thing about the Rudy thing is just, the trauma that a mother leaves on her child is lifetime. Lifetime. So it's a lot of things. Shein has been hit with a RICO charge. Did you hear about that?
Uh-uh.
Anybody shop at Shein or Shein?
But I do. I get some of my clothes from there, and I didn't know that.
Girl,
Matter of fact, look,
I love Shein.
Sheen. That's why I said, look, Sheen.
Yeah, Shein.
I know Sheen.
But let me get this tea, y'all, because this is hot. Because I am like, oh my God. So let me read the headline. Sheen named in RICO racketeering and copyright infringement lawsuit. A lot of people don't support Shein, whatever it's called, because
Uh-huh.
they feel like they steal from a lot of black creators, which is true. Haven't they always? That's what they're white people been stealing. We made the spatula, y'all. I mean, they've been
Yeah.
stealing. So, but for them to actually be hit with the racketeering, hey Keisha, because Keisha, I had told Keisha to shop on Sheen last night, and she sent me this today. So, she
Dang. Look,
has
now I'm
been
going to have to find something else.
girl, that's what I'm saying.
What about, have you heard of that Timu? Is it Timu? Temu? What about that? Have you heard of that one?
I have heard of that one.
Yeah. Okay. Have you ever ordered anything
I
from there?
have not ordered from
Me
there, but I
either.
will check it out. And this is basically Shein and Fashion Nova are considered fast fashion. So it's like they just take something and put it on there versus the average person has to draw and sketch out their idea. They have to find
Hmm.
fabric, they have to find distribution, they have to do all of these steps. Shein and Fashion Nova can put your stuff out there in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into Timu too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that too because I heard about
Yeah,
it,
so it
and
says
everybody's saying
52
good
pages.
things. So
But a
I don't know.
RICO case, again, I've never heard of a RICO against a brand. I've heard of, hood RICOs, drug RICOs, but racketeering, they are saying racketeering. So that means that y'all are basically bullying the people and trying to extort them. Like, this is really crazy, Sheen. So this is a 52-page lawsuit. Um,
Oh,
and the distribution, because Sheen is a distribution corporation, was filed on Tuesday. The cause of the suit is listed as basically racketeering, stealing designs from people, and so
I'm
on.
glad you told me because I sure about to put in an order too.
Well, they just put in a lawsuit. It ain't stopped the business
Yeah,
yet.
that's
Yeah,
why
this
I
is a
said.
lawsuit at this moment. And then the whole like Sukiana, I can't, I can't. And not a lot of people even know who that is, so it don't matter. Let's get into our prayer request.
Yes.
Sophia, do you have any prayer requests?
No, no one sent me anything.
Okay. Oh my God. That's why I don't need to be on social media. I just seen the Island Boy brothers kissing on each other. And since I had to see it, Keisha, you gotta see it too. So I'm sending it to sending it to you just because I had to see it. So check your Instagram inbox. But first prayer request is for our lovely brother, Wicked Wing Wisdom. And yes, we will get you. Thank you so much, sis, for putting in your and we got all of you guys too in the comments. I'm gonna do Wicked Wing Wisdom, sis. If you will highlight any
Yes.
comments for me. But on Wicked Wing Wisdom, guys, we're gonna send him prayers for his family. His family is expanding, so we want to send love, protection, good health for the family. Prayers for the baby that's on its way. The baby's gonna be an Aquarius like him. So
All
congrats.
right.
Yes,
Congrats.
to that, and I'm just so happy for you. I pray it's a boy. I feel like it should be a boy. I'm just saying. So I am praying for that for you, Carl, and I'll send you all my love with that.
All right. Let me put up one here. Let's see. Here we go. We got a prayer request in the comments.
Yes. Sis,
I,
we definitely, definitely, definitely
um,
want to send a prayer for
yes.
your brother and his mental health. You know what I'm saying? You've been on, we've been talking about this. We talk about it every time we come on because it's such a big thing right now. So we definitely want to send prayers for your brother. I pray that he's able to find a good team of doctors and, specialists that are able to get him balanced. I pray that you as a family, support him in those things. um you know so I definitely want to pray for your brother and all of our brothers mental health. It's very hard for Black men specifically to admit to
Yes.
mental health, on top of us Black women who have a tough time. It's even harder for our brothers. So I definitely want to pray for him. I pray that he finds the tools and resources to get him through. um and I know that you know how to find, resources in your area. So definitely sending lots of love and lights and peace to your brother.
Yes, Ashe. I do
Uh,
pray for your brother and his his health. I pray that again that he do find the help that he can get, of course the professional help, the doctors, and I also pray that he knows that he does matter in this world. That y'all, the family do love him, and I just pray that y'all just show him that conditional love and just remind him, every day as much as you can that you love him and that you just let him know that we love you, we here for you, you matter to us. We will get through this together. Just I pray for that love and support for you and your
right.
family.
And
Ashe.
you know, Ashe. And definitely to people with mental health, y'all, they feel so isolated. They feel like nobody cares. Sometimes we need to tell them, hey, I need you in my life. I don't know.
Yes.
I can't speak for everybody else, but I need you to be here for me. I need you to get better for me. I know we tell people to get better for themselves. Oh, the movie I was going to bring up, Keanu Reeves, psychiatrist movie. All right. That's enough. To the bone. A young woman dealing with anorexia meets an unconventional doctor who challenges her to face her condition embrace life. Um, because a lot of people with anorexia, that's considered a mental health, they'll put them right there in the same place with suicide or schizophrenia. Anorexic people go
Mm,
to the same hospital. um it's sad to say, and this movie is really good because in this movie this woman's mother is trying to get help after help after help after help for her daughter. And she wants help herself a little bit, but she doesn't fully know. And they find this doctor who's played by Keanu Reeves, and he's very non-traditional. He doesn't force anybody to take meds. He has a different way of thinking. And he tells her mom, some people have to hit rock bottom. And sometimes we so busy, we don't want them. Well, we trying to save them, we trying to save them, we trying to save them. But with mental health and things, sometimes those people do have to hit rock bottom to finally be like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to get better. I want to live life. So pray for them, pray for our mental health family. Definitely love and support. Also know when we're qualified and not qualified to assist them.
Exactly. Exactly. All right, we have another one in the comments. Here we go.
Yes. You guys, this is my best friend Keisha. Her daughter's my goddaughter, and she has been she had epilepsy as a young child, and it actually went away for a while, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
now triggered back. So it's been triggered back, and she's going to have to do a lot of probably a sleep study and things where they,
Mm,
trying to figure out because it came back. So I really want to pray for her. If anybody has ever taken psychiatric medicine, the first thing that it says when you look it up is like, this medicine was created for epilepsy. So we tend not to understand that's still the brain.
yeah.
So it's something that a person epilepsy can be turned on when the weather changes super fast and their body can adapt when things happen tragic and they don't know how to emotionally deal with it, but it has to do with the neurons connecting, right? The neurons correcting, and sometimes with epilepsy they don't connect, which creates the seizure. So please keep my god baby in your guys' prayers.
I sure
um,
will.
and we definitely want to keep updated, Keyshawn. Make sure I call and talk to you about that. I definitely want to keep
Yes.
that in our prayers every week because this is a life condition that she'll have to deal with. And we just want her to get through, and find the best tools and medicine that can really help her, live a successful and prosperous life.
Yes. Yes, Ashe. Yeah, same for me too. I just pray, um she can just, I guess ease her, just make it easy on her, throughout life, and just calmness, because like you said, it's the nerves in your brain that cause the seizures and stuff. And like you said, you will have to deal with that for her for the rest of your life. And I just pray that they find a way that she can just live a normal life, So I do pray, and I'm definitely going to keep her in my prayers for you.
Yes.
Yes, 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 yes. All right, let's see. Any more? Well, we don't have any more in the comments. If y'all like to a prayer request, just leave it in the comments for us. And let me see my text or anything.
Okay, so we have a prayer.
Okay.
Special shout out to Mama Tammy and Brother James. They have, if we spoke to them a few times. She's the one that is turning a bus into a RV.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they are working on their RV. She said make sure that she lets us know she'll be here in spirit, but they're really working on that RV. They are working hard, and I really am proud of them. Especially their generation to come and be free spirited and want to live a life of simplicity, and travel and put themselves first. They definitely deserve it. They have put their health first. These people, I what I love most about this type of stuff is when you get to witness it for real.
Christina, I think you froze.
When you get to witness it
Okay,
from
there
beginning
she
to over here. Can you hear me, Sophia?
Well, yeah, now I can. You froze a little bit,
As I said,
and your screen is froze.
like over here.
There
Right.
you go.
Okay, so yes, I'm really proud of them, and that's so inspiring to continue to have fun. And although you're a mother, you're a grandmother, you're still a person, and you still have a life to live.
Yes, and definitely, Mama Tammy, show us those finishing pictures too. I definitely want to see this bus
I'm
turn
sure
into.
they do have a
Okay.
Instagram called Two Okies,
Okay.
OKIES,
Yeah,
Two
you got to
Okies.
yeah send that to me because I definitely want to see those pictures too.
Right, I got you. Let me send it to you right now.
Because I don't know, I like seeing those little process. I be seeing it on TikTok too.
Yes, and I mean it's a whole process, but I'm really proud of them. For and her husband, guys, when I first met them, he had a lot of health conditions, and we did so many prayers and candles and things. When I first met them, Tammy had to keep me a secret, you know what I'm saying, because of her lifestyle, thing like that. But once they start seeing things actually worked, then James like, shoot, I want to hear too, because and he's always on with her. He's an amazing husband. They met when she was 16 and they got married like 5 days later, and they've
Yeah.
been together all of this time. I wish we had love stories like that, but we got ego with our folks. Yeah, so that is that. I'm gonna see if I see any more.
Yeah.
She
I don't.
said, "No, I've heard of Sheen. Girl, it's spelled Shein.
Mm-hmm.
Sheen.
Sheen. Yeah.
Out there, ain't that how that's spelled?
Shein. Yeah.
Yes.
Look, I'm over here looking like, hold on, did I say that? Spell that
Right,
wrong?
right. Here, let me check myself.
Because you know the difference with the E and the I. Yeah. S.
Mhm.
Yeah. Shein. Mm-hmm.
Since I've been in hermit mode too, that have been a card I have pulled a lot. My past few personal readings, is just being in hermit mode. I think hermit mode is not about running away or escaping. It's about rejuvenating. You know what I'm saying? Recharging, because we hermits, I don't go into hermit mode to run away. I go to recharge, because I
Yeah.
feel like it's so important that because of my path and what I desire to do, I have to stay in a space, because people know, and I'm not bothered by any of this, so please don't feel like I'm speaking about anybody specifically or anything. I'm never throwing shots at nobody. If I wanted to, I would say names, because I mean, that's what it is. But people often just tell me all their problems, right? And because they see me as someone that can help them. And I'm so grateful for that. You know what I'm saying? So I have to live my life and my boundaries, because I don't want to tell people like, girl, go schedule a reading if you want to talk about this, or go. I don't want to be
Mm-hmm.
like that. I want to be a caring and loving person. So I do not mind people doing that. To me, I do not mind them, telling me all their stuff, but I do just hope that they respect when I go into my hermit mode and don't take it personal. Sometimes I just
Exactly.
need to recharge for you,
Part.
so I could be fully there for you in the right capacity. We have a the priestesshood adoptive child Shring. She is our young sister in college. Shring is in New York right now. I really want to send my love and prayers to Shrink. I'll be putting together her little box this week to send her some stuff. Shrink is our adopted daughter, y'all, because she out there in the world on her own, having the same mother issues most of us grew up with. But Shrink is only 18 years old. So I want to send my love to Shrink. Shrink, I'm so proud of you. I am so inspired by you for continuing to get through these obstacles that other people put in your way that's not always yours. People, a lot of us know growing up with a narcissistic or psychopathic mother is hard. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Shrink is in psychiatry. She's doing a little summer thing. I think she said she was at Columbia State today. I try to make sure I keep up with Shrink, check on her and things like that. um but if anybody is in the Atlanta area or in any area and y'all want to send anything to Shrink, either if it's positive words or Cash App, or buy her some groceries. She college student. They don't eat nothing but ramen noodles.
Noodles. Okay.
So she is in Columbia right now. They were walking around the community in Washington Heights. I guess that's New York. She's from New York, has family there. I'm not, so I don't really understand. But I think I know Washington Heights because Brother Terrain, anybody who follows the Dark Lord, I think he used to do some work in Washington Heights also. So sending our prayers to Shrink as our young sister. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, she the priestesshood adopted daughter. You know what I'm saying? And if you are a young woman or a young female and you need a sisterhood, please contact us. That's what we do, So
Exactly.
shout out to Shrink. Thank you for continuing your journey. Continue to be powerful, continuing to get through these rainy days and sticking to your mission. Shrink knows her mission. She know her purpose, and I'm proud of you for being your age and knowing your purpose and not letting anything stop you from your goal. So always love, peace, and protection to our priesthood daughter Shrink. She will definitely be the psychiatrist that we recommend to some folks in a couple years. Yes, if y'all have any friends that are psychiatrists, especially Black women psychiatrists, please inbox me or share that info with me, because I am sure a lot of people would benefit from that. Some people only feel comfortable with health care providers that look like them. White folks have been saying it all they time. It's okay. I think that is okay if you want your doctor to look like you,
Yeah.
or you want him to somehow understand, because see, critical race theory is not just elementary discussion. It is in all master and PhD programs. So we definitely want to maybe try to get together a list of Black healthcare providers. I am looking for a Black gynecologist or Black, OBGYN. I really want to go to a Black woman. So if anybody knows a Black woman, and
I do know a couple of them, but they're in like out here.
I mean, I would still have to go.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I
Girl,
can. Yeah, girl, I
we
know a
going to
couple of
Cooks.
them.
We'll be at Cooks on Wednesday. That's where all Jonas doctors at.
Yeah, there's one in Arlington and the other in Euless. So yeah,
Yes. So I mean, that's really what So whatever you guys do have, if any, again, our sister Shrink, I will be sending her a goodie box on the 22nd and getting her some stuff on the 22nd. So if anybody wants to share or send her anything, like I said, even if it's just positive words, even if you just want to be on her contact list and be a big sister and check in with her, please join the sisterhood circle for Shrink.
yes.
I think that's all we have for today, guys. If I missed anyone's prayers, I'm so sorry. I will do it privately and let you know. Um, I have a new Facebook page. So my new Facebook page is called Christina Villanueva, just without the J. So if you need that link to find me, please let me know. I have not yet found everybody, and I am like still like at 160 friends. I didn't got over because I don't want to add all these weird people in
Yeah.
my friend request because I don't know them and I want to find my tribe. So if we were Facebook friends, please find me on there, or again, I will send out the link. Next Wednesday, Sophia will be going over the third eye chakra.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then after she does the crown chakra, what we're going to do is come back for like a recap, run everything together. She's going to put all of her information in a PDF slideshow that you guys can probably download from her website, something like that. So all her information will be in one spot, because she did a lot of research, a lot of organizing for her with chakra classes. We
Yes.
get a lot of great feedback, Sophia. A lot of people say you really explained it really easily to them, and they're very grateful for that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad to
Yes.
help. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yes, I am burning, and it's burning so beautifully. My fuck off candle, F off candle, because it's not even necessary to F off, but the candle was created to tell bad energy, get the hell away.
Yeah.
Because I want to be true in my higher self. I have to be in my heart space to survive this earth. So it's amazing to me this week. I did this banishing and this protectiveness energy. And the beauty to me of magic is seeing your magic, acknowledging your magic, noticing your magic. So this energy has really been protecting me from people. Sometimes you need for protection from people you don't even know.
Yep.
You think you're on your team, on your side, but you really might need to be protected from them, maybe for a moment or maybe forever. So thank you to all my sisters who continue to be in my life, continue to support me and Sophia, continue to support us. We thank y'all for coming.
Thank
Happy
you.
Thursday and good night. Let me
Thank
find
you.
something to play
Bye.
before we go. Let me find something to play.